Okay guys, welcome back to the channel, and thanks for subscribing and the thumbs up. Really helps. Those thumbs up have actually put a little bit of money in the bank account, and I can do another tools giveaway. Won't be this video, might be the next video when I finish this car off. But keep doing the thumbs up and comments and stuff like that. I'll try and get back to you. But what we're up to today is I am going to now make a decision on where this is going to be cut and unpick all that quarter. So once I've unpicked that, and then put that on the what do you call them, paint stands or whatever, and start unpicking all this quarter, and hopefully start welding it on. Now, talking about welding, a lot of you guys have got MIG welders and arc welders and all that sort of stuff. Now, I've had this MIG welder for about 10 years. I'll turn it around. And it is a beast. You could weld tractors together with this, but it's just too big for welding on cars. So I have updated my welder. So this is what I brought. The complete setup. TIG, MIG, arc. I did not buy the spool gun because I do need to weld aluminium every now and then. But this full setup I got from Sydney Tools. That's the helmet, all the rods, welding wire, MIG wire, everything. So the only reason why I brought this, allegedly, you just put in what material you're going to weld, how thick it is, what weld you're doing, butt weld, angle weld, and it does all the settings itself. So let's just see whether that works or not, and you'll probably find that out in the next video, but I'll give it a crack. I do need to practice because it is going to be totally different to that big beast I've got down there. Okay. So, time to get into this quarter panel. To say I was nervous would be an understatement. Never done anything like this before in my life, and this is not just a project car. This is a running, driving car until the accident, and that's what I wanted to get it back like. Now, my whole plan doing this is that I did not want to touch any inner structure of this vehicle whatsoever. I have to repair any of it. None of it was damaged, so I wanted to only do panels. I'm probably doing it the wrong way. Send as many comments as you like, but this is how I done it, and it took me ages. Prior to starting this, I reckon I must have watched 100 hours of YouTube videos of people pulling quarter panels off and putting them on, and I was still none the wiser. I did not know where these inner panels were on this car, so I just took it off inch by inch by inch, which obviously prolonged the process. But at this point now, I was actually starting to enjoy it. I'll get all this off up to here, because I reckon from just below this spot weld, I'm going to come across here. And that will be one join. The other join was going to be across here. So let's slowly get it. I'll pull this vent out so I can start unpicking this bit. What could go wrong? I need a haircut. Look like the mad scientist again. But cleaning up these panels was not that difficult, and I did it the way I did it because they're the tools I've got. I wasn't going to go down and buy a heap of different grinding tools and air tools and stuff like that just to be able to do this. I thought the only tool I want to buy is a new MIG welder, and that's about it, because I wanted to update it anyway. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be doing more panels in the future, so I couldn't see or warrant any reason why I needed to get other tools. Where's Paulie when you need him? And I am one of the awesome foursomes. Believe it or not, guys, I had about 5 hours worth of grinding videos that I've edited all the way down to what you're watching now, trying not to bore the crap out of you guys. Not one bit of paint or protection behind that whatsoever. Nothing. Raw steel. I was amazed that that had no protection whatsoever inside there, but I wasn't shocked, because that little section there across the top of the wheel arch is quite common to rust out on these cars, and that's the exact reason for it. Well, I wasn't expecting to see that. That's lead. So where or why is that lead in there? Maybe this panel is joined here with lead somewhere along the line. Not quite sure. Leave your comments and let me know. The more I cut out this quarter panel across this wheel arch, the more this car just started to amaze me on the fact that how little rust it had in it, even condensation rust and surface rust in behind that quarter panel. This car does warrant everything to be done correctly, and that's what I'm going to try and do for it. Look at that. The car just amazes me for rust. Absolutely amazes me for rust. Now, I've got the car to the point I don't want to be bending down. I'm too old. And possibly a little bit lazy as well. So to do those stitches down through here, or those spot welds, I need to get it on the hoist. So I moved the boys project over to this side of the shed, clean up this mess here, get it on the hoist. That way I'm not bending over too much. So coming across the top of this wheel arch is quite basic as well, but there was every 10 mil, 20 mil, there was a spot weld, so it took quite a while. Righto, most of this quarter panel is off. Now, I need to repair a rust hole. So the rest of the inner guard is beautiful, except for this little bit down the bottom. So now I need to try and fabricate that little bend bit and a plate across here. Good thing I brought a new TIG welder. Now I just got to learn how to use it. So these trims can be a pain, guys, to get off. The idea is just put a little bit of thumb pressure up there, twist it a little bit, and you'll hear it click as you move along. Doesn't look like it's coming off, but when you hear that click, it means it's come out from that other groove, and it'll just pop off. Just take your time. Okay. So I'm going to remove the gutter rail up to about here, and I'll cut it off because I'm thinking I'll come across about here. Let's go. So this section of the car down the back here, you've got about 3 or 4 different panels all coming into one. Some of them have got lead in them, some have been welded with bronze. And the whole idea is to try not to damage any of that inner structure while I pull this apart. Righto, so probably come up to about here. Take this whole corner out because there is a tiny rust hole starting in here. Very, very common on these cars. These two skins are bronzed together here and they're welded bloody everywhere around the back. I don't know until I get to it. So I'm just going to release this here now. Cut that off. Cut all that off. And then shut this tailgate, see how we go. That bit of blue tape is my limit. I do not want to go any higher than that. So I'll just cut out little pieces as I go. Okay. Now I should be able to tap this around. I'll take this off so I don't hit my fingers on it and get this tailgate dead straight because there should be nothing here stopping it. I think I wasted my time heating all this area here up. Should have done that in the first place. But I did need this to pull this back around a bit. So let's see how we go. Well, I didn't film all this because I think it's going to bore you. But I can tell you, I've spent about 3-4 hours unstitching most of this, and I'll show you how far I've got. Now, you can understand why panel beaters charge so much. All I've managed to do is get all the inner stuff off around the wheel arch and across that section there. I've still got all that to go. Most of that's cut, so a lot of that isn't unstitching, a lot of that's just a straight cut, a little bit of a stitch up around the corner, that's about it. But let me rephrase, not that panel beaters charge so much, why it costs so much for a panel beater to do it. There you go, rephrased it. Well, we're down to the final fitment. It does need to come up just a touch. A bit dark. Trim it. Now I need to get this end to match. It's not as easy as it looks. Nowhere near it. But by the time that comes up, it's got to come up, it's got to come out, it's got to tuck in, it's got to stretch over, it's got to stretch under, then it's got to go up. This is the part I'm struggling with. Struggling a lot. So procrastination has started. Have I bitten off more than I can chew? Now I know that I'd have to trim that quarter panel down to be able to get it to sit on. But the problem is, if I trim it too much, where do I trim it? How do I trim it? How do you measure it to trim? It's at that point where I'm just going to have to think about this a lot. When you get to this point, walk away and come back refreshed.